In Pakistan's tense political climate, Imran Khan has once again spoken out from his cell in Adiala Jail, this time with a sharp rebuttal to General Asim Munir. The general, in a recent controversial interview, demanded Khan's apology for the events of May 9th. But Khan's response is firm: it is Munir who should apologize, for he orchestrated May 9th and turned it into his political insurance policy. After a massive gathering outside Adiala Jail, Khan's lawyers and sisters were allowed to meet him after weeks of isolation. During the meetup, he said several things, which are as follows. Khan started by pointing out Munir of running Pakistan under a one-man dictatorship, not a hybrid system. He pointed to Donald Trump's invitation of Munir rather than Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif as proof that real power lies with the army chief. According to Khan, Munir has destroyed Pakistan's institutions, silenced the media, and turned the police into tools of repression. This is not governance. It is the worst form of fascism, Khan declared. Despite facing immense personal pressure, Khan remains unyielding. He revealed that his nephews, Shariz Khan and Sher Shah, both non-political, one a promising athlete, have been abducted to break his resolve. He himself is held in solitary confinement, allowed only 3 visits in 3 months, while his lawyers and family are often denied access. But the most damning revelation concerned his wife, Bushra Bibi, who has spent 8 months in isolation. Khan described her ordeal as unprecedented in Pakistan's history, subjected to harsh conditions, denied clean water, bearing wounds from mistreatment, and pressured to separate from him. He recalled how Munir once attempted to contact her through Zulfi Bukhari when removed from ISI, but she refused and is now suffering as punishment. Yet Khan insists neither he nor his wife will bend. "My message to Asim Munir is clear," Khan said. "No matter how much pressure you put on me, even if you jail my family, I will not bow. My struggle for true freedom will continue." He likened Munir's damage to Pakistan to the harm done to cricket by Mohsin Naqvi. Khan also condemned the collapse of Pakistan's institutions. He accused corrupt politicians of being imposed on the nation, noting that ISI itself had once provided him evidence of their money laundering. Yet their cases vanish once they leave PTI. He criticized judges for becoming complicit in oppression, especially after the 26th Constitutional Amendment, which he said enslaved the judiciary. These judges have no fear of Allah or the Day of Judgment. They are equal partners in this crime. Turning to KPK, Khan directed his party's chief minister, Ali Amin Gandapur, to seek Supreme Court permission to meet him. He criticized the lack of consultation on provincial governance and insisted KP must oppose federal military operations and drone strikes. Under his own government, he stressed, peace returned to the region and no drone strikes occurred. Now, he argued, unrest is being deliberately fueled to weaken PTI. Operations are no solution, he said. They only fuel terrorism when carried out without public support. Khan also expressed regret for Pakistan's treatment of Afghan refugees, calling it both un-Islamic and inhumane. He condemned a Faisalabad court for sentencing 75 PTI workers in what he labeled a fake case, insisting that victory against such tyranny will only come through united resistance. Contesting by-elections on seats vacated by false convictions, he warned, would legitimize injustice. Only one constituency, that of the late Mian Azhar, would see PTI contesting. At the same time, Khan announced a grand rally in Peshawar to expose ongoing fascism. He ended by addressing the devastation caused by recent floods in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Gilgit-Baltistan. Hundreds have died and millions are affected. Khan reminded the nation of his billion tree project, launched to combat climate change, arguing that such initiatives are the only way to prevent yearly disasters. From the isolation of Adiala Jail, Imran Khan has delivered a message not of surrender, but of defiance. He casts himself as a man standing tall against tyranny, unbroken despite the abductions of his nephews, the solitary confinement of his wife, and the relentless pressure of a regime he calls the worst dictatorship in Pakistan's history. This is no longer just a political dispute, it is, in Khan's framing, a battle for Pakistan's very soul. The choice he presents to the nation is stark: accept the silence of fascism or rise for freedom and justice. In his own words, "You can jail my family, you can isolate me, you can try to break me, but I will not bow. My struggle for true freedom will continue until the end."